like we'd be talking about somebody other than Adnan Khashoggi if his name was Adnan Al Saud. The fact that he's not a part of the royal family, he's a cutout. These people are cutouts because that's what you need. You need when it gets to a point where, they get a little bit too loose, too public. They start doing things that are drawing too much attention, that you can cut them loose without it being your cousin or brother that's going to cause like real internal strife, And that's what happened. Adnan Khashoggi eventually went to jail. But so Adnan Khashoggi was like the comic book version of like your Arab billionaire, just sort of very decadent, everything gold, crazy, giant yacht that was later bought by Donald Trump, actually. But Adnan Khashoggi was, and again, this is mainstream news. You don't have.
He had a harem.
The whole thing, like whatever you think that somebody like that would be like, that's what he was. That's what he was like. Although apparently a very devout Muslim, which is seems like a contradiction, but I don't pretend to.
Also, in the words of people I know who knew him, good guy.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Good guy.
But he was one of these fixers. He was, in fact, probably in the 1980s for a long time, probably the most prominent fixer when it came to weapons brokering, things like that. You got to remember, in the 1980s, this really kicked into like super high gear in the 90s, but it's already going on in the 80s as the Soviet Union was starting to fall apart. I mean, they had a first world empire's military arsenal that was just going on sale by every colonel who had control of an armory or something, putting this stuff on the market because everybody can look around and realize that the ship's sinking and they want to go pull the nice brass doorknobs and sink fixtures off so they can escape.